Wrestling fans, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also don't forget to ring that bell.
Self-proclaimed world's most intelligent wrestling manager. And highly educated, he notes. His opponent from Detroit, Michigan at 235, seconded by El Bracero, the popular Chris Carter. What a dandy we have here today, George. Carter versus Graham. Both of them once friends.
Well, they always pick a one match and they say this bout in itself would be worth the price of admission. Well, Dave, this is the bout. Carter and Graham, I would say, is worth the price of admission in itself. This is going to be a dandy, just as you called it.
Carter in there against Graham. Carter pushing Graham back. Oh, a nice blow by Carter. Another. Up on the second rope and dishing it out. George, maybe you could give some insight to the fans of these two wrestlers.
Well, actually, Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. is responsible for Chris Carter being in professional wrestling today. He found Chris at a very young age, brought him along, tutored him, and all of a sudden, there started to be little arguments, little bits of differences, and then it grew into a little bit more. And eventually, Carter and Graham went after one another and had a falling out, so to speak. This only lasted for a short while. They realized at that time they needed each other, and then all of a sudden, once again, Chris Carter and Jerry Graham going at each other, and I think now it's a permanent thing. It looks like Chris Carter realizes that he can do so much on his own, and he doesn't need Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. As a matter of fact, Jerry Graham did everything to Chris that you shouldn't do to a person when you're trying to get him into professional wrestling.
Well, one thing I'm remarking here is Dr. Graham's skill in wrestling. Carter throwing him on that third rope. Graham, whom usually sticks to dirty tactics, did show some wrestling promise.
Well, you know, this is what even makes it worse. Here you have a wrestler who doesn't abide by the rules. He doesn't use wrestling holds. He goes in the ring with one thing in mind, mayhem, to brawl and to win any way he can. But he can wrestle, and that's what makes him even more despicable. The fact that he has the talent, he has the wrestling knowledge, he has the ability, he has all of the attributes of great champions, the youth, the agility, the speed, science, strength, stamina, desire, the courage, and yet he'll resort to that type of wrestling, and that's why I feel that he is cheating not only himself, but the public and the wrestling fans.
Carter showing Graham what it's all about. Oh, a nice kick by Graham. Graham coming down with that elbow. So far, Wojo has yet to interfere due to the fact El Bracero sits in the corner of Chris Carter. Graham up on the second rope. And nails him. Carter into the ropes. Graham putting the sleeper on him. Carter's going to have to get to the rope. El Bracero cheer Carter on. Graham's applying that sleeper hold. Carter, I can see, is trying to put his chin inside that block so not to be choked by Graham. He's done so. And now he's coming to his feet. He's still weary, but the only reason he was able to come out of that is he was able to put that chin in between his neck and Dr. Graham's arm, not allowing the oxygen to be cut off to the brain. Dr. Graham putting that sleeper hold on, George.
Well, unless Chris gets to the ropes very quickly, he's going to have to figure something else out. Because Graham has got him one time, and now he looks like he's going under again. And the only thing that's saving him at this point is that Graham hasn't put it on 100%. That's the only thing, Dave. We can only wait and see what's going to happen. Come on, Carter.
Carter just barely holding on. As you can see, Graham's right arm is not underneath the chin of Carter yet. I might add, Graham instructed Chris Carter years ago in applying that sleeper hold, and it's a case of the student mastering the method with more excellence than the teacher. Chris Carter's a master of that sleeper hold. Chris Carter has really come on and be one of the most popular wrestlers in the WWA. People love the fire and enthusiasm which he generates. I believe he's stolen the hearts of many fans across Canada, Detroit, Ohio, Indiana, in Missouri. Dr. Graham showing exactly why he's such a dangerous wrestler. He knows all the tricks of the trade, if you will, but he also knows how to wrestle. Graham tackling Carter. Graham is tripped by El Bracero. It's nice to see, even though it's against the rules. Oh, Graham tries to kick El Bracero. He moves out of the way, and Graham goes flat on his back. One minute remaining. It is 10-minute time limit. And Carter has the sleeper. Oh, Graham rakes the eyes of Chris Carter. Could be lights out time for Dr. Jerry Graham. Only seconds remaining, and Carter has the sleeper hold on him. Harry Black standing by. Carter has it on him now. This could be it. Bracero in the ring with Wojo. Carter taking forehead right into the ring steps. Both men exhausted, George, by this grueling battle.
There's no doubt about it, Dave, that right now Chris Carter and Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. is on their last legs. Both have had the sleeper on the other. They've lost a lot of blood to the brain at different times during this match. No doubt that both of them are feeling the effects right now.
Graham is running El Bracero into the front row seat. Carter squaring off with Wojo. The battle is intense. It's going to the back. George, Chris Carter has yet to have what I believe his desire, the intensity of wrestling Dr. Graham. The quest is not over.
The only way that Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. and Chris Carter can really do it alone is to have the likes of Wojo or anyone else prevented from interfering in the match. Let's get Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. and Chris Carter in there on a one-on-one. And I'm sure the wrestling fans then, Dave, will see who is the better man. And they're going to see one great match. There's no two ways.
Well, we saw a great match in the fact that Graham wrestled in this match. He did not really, go outside the rules or the confines of the match.
Well, this is what even makes it worse, is the fact that Dr. Jerry Graham can wrestle. He is an accomplished wrestler. He has the knowledge. He has the ability to go in there and do it. But because of whatever, he chooses to pick the other route and becomes a dirty, despicable, despised wrestler. And that's the way I feel about him, and I'm sure all the wrestling fans too.
Well, George, let's watch. The fans are oohing and I. We're going to have our girls match featuring Alice Cooper and Terry Tite. Let's go to the formal introductions right now. Both girls are waiting.